One shot. On the first day of Christmas this fandom sent to me one death threat just for me for not agreeing to their ship. The bell rang around the school signaling the end of school and the beginning of Christmas break. Alright, get out of here. Aizawa rolled into his sleeping bag and landed on the floor. Everyone immediately went back to the dorms so they could talk and make some plans for Christmas. So what will all of you be doing? Mina asked the class. I'll be staying here, Kaminari answered first. How about we have a Christmas party? Kirishima asked. Yes, most of the class agreed. As the head of the class one have to say no, Ilda spoke up shutting down the idea. Boo. Most of the class booed him. Unless you agree to some rules. This won't go past our scheduled curfew. There will be no inappropriate activities and as long as we get permission from the school to do so, Ilda explained. Yay. Most of the class cheered from the unexpected plot twist. Are you going to go deku? Ochako asked her friend who was sitting beside her on the couch. No, I'll be leaving in a few days. I don't get to see my mom much now that we moved into the dorms, so I'll be visiting her. Plus my dad is actually going to be home for a few days, so that's more reason for me to go home for the break. How about you? Izuku asked her. Same for me, I gotta travel by a train though to get to my family. Ochako answered. Ah, you aren't going to be here, Ochako? Mina asked, overhearing her conversation. Unfortunately. But I'll be back a few days before the break is over at least, Ochako told Mina. That's something at least. Mina pouted a bit though. A few days later. It's snowing pretty hard. Are you going to be alright with your travel, Ochako? Asui asked, looking outside to the snow that was already about a foot big. I'll be fine. A little snow won't stop me. Ochako was already dressed in her winter clothes. Oh hey Uraraka. Before you go, I actually got you a Christmas present. Izuku approached her with a small wrapped gift in his hands. Ah, Ochako, look. Your boyfriend brought you a Christmas gift. Mina teased, causing Izuku and Ochako to blush at the same time. It's nothing like that, Mina. Ochako said while red. It's just a friendly gift. It's embarrassing though, so can you open it up later? Izuku asked her. Yes, of course. Thank you, Deku. I should have gotten you something. I'll bring something when I come back. Ochako thanked him for the gift and placed it into her bag that she was taking with her to her parents. I bet it's a love confession, Mina whispered into her ear, furthering her embarrassment. Alright, time for me to go. Ochako quickly said, wanting to leave before it gets worse. She felt her phone ring and she answered it. Hey mom. Ochako put her phone to her ear as she left the dorm. When are you leaving Midoriya? Shiro asked as he was playing Mario Kart with Bakugo, Kirishima, and Kaminari. In about another hour. I wanted to give Uraraka her gift before I got ready to leave. Izuku took out his phone to text his mother. Story continues below. While he did so, he heard the door to the dorms open. Everyone currently in the main room saw Ochako come back and she did not look happy. Love you too. Ochako hung up her phone, putting it away. Ochako, what's wrong? Mina was the first to ask. I can't go, there's too much snow blocking the tracks almost all the way through. And it's going to continue snowing for almost the whole week. Ochako explained. Oh Ochako, I'm so sorry. Mina gave her some pity. Everyone else said sorry except Bakugo, who just went out to buy a new controller after breaking one. It's fine guys. There's always next year or summer break, you know. Ochako gave a smile and she walked by everyone. Ochako, where are you going? Asui asked. I'm going to be in my room. Since I'm not going to be with my family, I may as well unpack. Ochako went away to her room. Poor Ochako. Mina hated seeing her friend like this. Maybe you girls should go talk to her, Kirishima suggested. Mina hummed as she thought. She then smiled like the Grinch as she got a good and very up-to-no-good idea. Hey Midori, you can go talk to her, Mina suggested. Why do I have to? Izuku asked. He didn't mind helping her of course, but he wanted to know why him specifically. Because you are her best friend. Ow, Asui grabbed her heart. So you should be the one to talk to her cause she will definitely listen to you. Mina just ignored Asui's sarcasm and gave Izuku a gentle long push towards Ochako's room. I don't know what to say though, Izuku said while getting pushed. Just do whatever it takes to make her happy. Mina finally let go of him and she returned to the living room. I doubt anything will come from that, Kirishima said as Mina sat down. Maybe. But if it does, then Ochako will definitely be distracted long enough for the break. Mina smiled, feeling quite pleased with herself. By the way, I heard Eri is coming over for our Christmas party. Zero had heard it from the teachers. Oh god, not again. Last time she was here, everyone had to clean the school for 2 months because she ended up sticking her tongue in Kota's mouth. Kirishima shuddered from the memories of a pissed-off Aizawa. You better get the reference. Izuku asked, knocked out softly on Ochako's door. Who is it? Ochako's voice that sounded like she was crying asked. It's Izuku. Can I come in, Uraraka? Izuku asked from outside in the hallway. Why yeah. Just 1 second. Izuku heard a bit of movement once she finished her sentence. After about a minute, Ochako opened her door for Izuku. Come in. Ochako invited him inside her room and he stepped inside. He noticed that a pillow was completely covered by a blanket and that Ochako's eyes were a bit red. What can I help you with, Izuku? Ochako asked, sitting in a chair. Story continues below. I came to check on you. Izuku took a seat on her bed. I'm fine, Deku. It's nothing really, Ochako lied. Uraraka, I can tell you've been crying. Your eyes are red and I think your pillow is hidden underneath your cover because I think it's wet from your tears. I can tell that you aren't fine. Izuku had figured she had been crying the moment she was out of everyone's sight. Quote. Okay, you got me. Of course I'm going to be upset, but I don't want anyone to see me crying over something like this, Ochako admitted. I probably would have cried as well, Uraraka. And I think almost everyone else would as well. If you want to talk to it about me, or anyone else, I'm sure that would be alright, Izuku consoled her. Thank you, Deku. Ochako gave him a genuine smile. She got off her bed and she retrieved the gift that Izuku gave her earlier. Can I go ahead and open this since nobody else can see? Ochako asked, sitting down on the bed. Quote. Oh okay, Izuku agreed just to make her happy. Ochako tore through the wrapping paper and opened the box that was underneath it. Inside was a framed photo of Izuku and Ochako on the couch together a while back. When did you get this? Ochako asked, taking the photo out. Mina. Ochako figured that's how. I like it. Ochako smiled at the gift in her hands. I'm glad you do. I was hoping you wouldn't think it's kinda creepy. Izuku let out a sigh of relief. You're my best friend. Of course it's not creepy. I just wish I got you something though. Ochako felt bad now that she hadn't gotten him anything. It's really alright if you don't. I don't really need a gift. My family gets me a lot of All Might merch anyway. Izuku picked up the wrapping paper, remembering to throw it away later. As he was doing so, Ochako looked past him and she saw Mina standing in the hallway and she had a smug look on her face. Mina attached some mistletoe in the doorway, gave Ochako a wink, and left without a word. Izuku turned to see that Ochako was now red. "Uraraka, are you alright?" Izuku asked, not knowing what just happened. "Why yeah, I'm fine," Ochako lied, feeling her blush. "Well anyway, since you're already packed, how about you come with me to my family?" Izuku offered her. "No, I couldn't possibly do that to your family time," Ochako immediately rejected. "You wouldn't do that. It would actually make my mom, possibly too much, happy, and my dad as well. And I hate that you already packed and you didn't plan on staying here, so I would love for you to come with me if you want to." Izuku had gotten embarrassed with a blush. When he realized he was inviting a girl, aka his crush, to his house. "Alright, you convinced me, I'll come." Ochako accepted even with her blush. "Gee, great. I'll let my parents know really quickly, then we can go." Izuku took out his phone and started to walk out her room. Ochako thought for a moment and decided, screw it. "Hey deku." Ochako jumped off her bed and walked towards him. "What is it, uraraka?" Izuku asked, watching her walk up to him. Look." Ochako was full on blushing now and she pointed up. Izuku followed her finger and he saw the mistletoe, causing him to turn as red as a stocking. Oh, Izuku stuttered, looking up. When he looked back at Ochako, she was already closing the gap. She actually meant to kiss his cheek. Instead, her lips touched his own on a complete accident. They were both frozen in joy but mostly shock. Neither one dared to move and neither one wanted to really, but after a few seconds Ochako took 2 steps back, getting her lips off of his rough lips. They both looked at each with their faces so warm you could bake cookies with them. I should get dressed to go," Ochako spoke up first. "Gee, good idea," Izuku agreed, and he slowly walked out of her room, closing the door behind him. Ochako laid down on her bed, planting her face into her pillow. She squealed into the pillow, muffling her squeal while kicking her legs in the air. Best Christmas gift ever. Ochako thought happily she got a kiss from her crush, even though it was a total accident. "Merry Christmas, everyone. What did you get?" "I got a lot of manga and some football." Finally, we can relate. Our side by side, this is fate. I knew all along we'd find some way to come here.